All right, everybody, today we're going to be building a very simple chatbot on Botpress, but there's a lot of minor details that could really cause you hiccups. So I kind of wanted to make this video as a baseline, and then videos in the future, I'll be going more in depth and more advanced settings. Let's get to building this thing. So you're going to want to drag and create the first node. And we'll just title it something like introduction, something we'll remember. And you're going to drag the text. This is going to be the first message that it sends. So you can say whatever you want. You can tailor it to your chatbot. I'll just write something basic, your virtual assistant. And then you're going to want to connect it to a new node. And the way you'll do that is using the flow logic. So you use the expression. Whoops, you don't want that on top. And you'll type in true for the condition, and it'll make it always true. So basically the way these nodes work is they travel from the top to the bottom. So they'll first send the message, hi, I'm Ronald, and then they'll go down to this always true. And this is basically just telling the node to always travel to the next node. And so then we'll create the new node from that circle. And here we'll say check knowledge, because we're going to use the knowledge base to answer any of the questions that they may have. Here we're going to ask a question. So we'll get raw input. Raw input, it's an open-ended question that can answer with anything, ask any question. Single choice would be like certain choices. So it'd be like yes or no, or whatever your question is. So I recommend making this very broad for this. So how can I help you today? Because we're going to loop this back. So I then recommend you store it in a variable, because down the line, when you want to make this more complex, you can integrate it with something like Zapier, and it can send all the results to like a Google Sheet or a database that you choose. And then you can kind of see what they're asking and then what the chatbot answered with it. So I think that is a very good move you can make. Then you're going to use flow logic again, but this time you're going to pull from the knowledge base. So you go over here to a knowledge agent and copy that. You can just click it, it'll copy for you, and then paste it right in there. And then very important, this is going to confuse a lot of you if you don't do it. You're going to be like, well, why is it not pulling from it? You have to click the actual node and then enable knowledge answering. This will allow it to pull from the actual knowledge base that you'll create, which I'll show you right now. So we'll just say this is an e-commerce website. This is general information about an e-commerce site that sells t-shirts. So yeah, this is basically just an overview. And then you can add different types of sources. So say you have a document with all the data, you can just add it right there and it'll pull from it. You can do a web search. Let's just do plain text for now. You can literally write anything and it'll take it. So you can write like the product costs $29.99. Only sell in the United States. And the t-shirts come in red, white, black, and white. Okay, so that's just random information of an e-commerce website I made up, but it will pull from that knowledge base when it is asked a question. So this is a flow logic, so then you can connect it to a new node. And let's name this further questions. So for this one, you'll ask a question that's single choice, and this will help you to either loop it back or end the conversation. So you'll ask something like, do you have any further questions? Because this will be after the chatbot has already answered the question. So now it's asking, do you have any more? Yes, no. And then you can loop the no to end because they have no more questions. And then you can loop the yes back, so that it'll just constantly, they can keep asking questions, and then eventually the conversation will end. So now we can test this out literally right here. Great feature by Botpress. So you initiate the conversation, you just type anything, it starts. It says, hi, I'm Ronald, your virtual assistant. That's this text box right here. And then it always transfers to this. So now it's checking the knowledge and it's asking this question. And whatever we'll ask it, we'll pull from this knowledge base. So let's pull up the knowledge base we gave it. So it's these three. So what does it cost? It costs $29.99. Do you have any further questions? Yes, I do. And it will even, the wording, and even the wording can be a little different. So I didn't even write delivered in the thing, but watch. Where do you deliver? Yeah, see, just pulls it right from it. And then the last one, and you can even make it really broad. You can just say colors. And it'll pull up. Each comes right out. So it's really amazing. Then they press no more questions. We've answered anything, and then it just ends. This is a very, very basic chatbot. I just kind of wanted to show you the functionality and kind of the basics so you can get started, but there's a lot you can do with this. It's actually quite incredible, all the features that you can do with it. I mean, this is just less than 0.1% of what this functionality has. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're interested in Botpress, I do have a link down below. And if you want a PDF version to follow along with, that's also in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.